Mhm. 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 Symphony. Mhm. Why do I make that noise? Why do I? The police officer when he shoots at the local crackhead. Lo, you know the 100 men versus one gorilla? I have a rebuttal. One gorilla on meth versus 1,000 men with sticks. I'm saying they can make their own weapons if they need to. Like, let's say they have access to vines, sticks, rocks, the normal shit you'd find in like a forest or a jungle. Hmm. Hmm? I thought, man, damn, is my humming that bad? I think the next, dun, 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 dun. Achoo! Oh, fuck. But yeah, I think for the laptop, I definitely need to get like a one roguelike, just something I can just casually grind no matter what, not to worry about streaming. Yum. See, nah, I'll put this on for 12 hours. $45, $42. Yeah, I guess I should probably try selling out of all this shit before I start trying to sell the new shit. Uh, mm. Um, should we try an experiment with the entire account swap thing? Or, well, the account sharing? Well, the one that we are very unsure about so far is, in our case, wouldn't it be that you would need to figure out a Steam share, whereas on Xbox, I think we got that figured out already. I just... Hmm? Then again, that wouldn't hurt. You're the one that's been using laptops longer than I have. Hmm. Hmm. So I'll probably need your account information for Xbox. Was the one with like your name? Is it the Saya C one? Oh, there's a worse. Oh. What was the quote? Ali A is definitely a Fortnite YouTuber. I don't know. I think the person I watch the most Fortnite content for is probably Laserbeam, I think. What was the line? The only quote I remember is that a diplodonculus? That's about the only one I know. That is a timeless classic. I mean, if you do want to go ahead and set that up now, I can turn on my Xbox. The count thing? Game share on the Xbox is what I have, yeah. Alright, just send me the shit then. It can't be that bad. Thank God I started making my own emails. Okay, I won't say nothing. Ah, fuck. I mean, my first main email that I used was actually my grandpa's email, which, yeah, which I still use for very few things, mainly for older stuff. Like, it's linked to a few things that are still important. Normally, I'm trying to get everything off of it, though, because according to Google, all my storage on it is basically gone. So I'm like, okay, so let's try transferring everything. And whenever I get done with Zenless session, before I go watch a movie with my sister, I'll look up, um, oh no, I'll look up the Steam thing. Yeah. Alright, what game am I removing from, uh, Xbox? Yeah. What, no matter what, I will always play Zenless on my PlayStation, to be dead ass. Yeah. Yeah, I personally, I don't think I could. I don't think I could do that. Then again, I have a gaming recliner, so um, I don't know. This thing's pretty beat up. What game am I uninstalling? I like Skyrim. I like Lords of the Fallen, and I do plan on playing that again with Ethan. I do need to finish Indiana Jones, but I'm probably not gonna do it anytime soon. Marvel Rivals, I'm not gonna play with anyone. What other game would be a smart? I'll probably get rid of Persona 3 for now. Because I heard that Persona was good, and it was a remake, so I'm like, Alright, I'm intrigued. I think I'll keep it installed though. Um, what? We'll do a little bit of trolling. Mm.
Oh no, this is getting too awkward to watch. Wise usually dates his own sister right before my eyes.
What? I just, I'm not even looking at my PlayStation. I just hear TTS going off. Oh god. Oh, it's Alistair. Say that again, Llama? Real. If yours can fry it, then mine can most certainly dissolve it. Mine can incinerate the egg. It's now immediately gone to creating an account. I put in your email, now it says create your account. Fuck you mean I didn't put it? Because I'm typing it in exactly as you gave me it. I was thinking in my head, doesn't he use Outlook? Well, he did say it was his first email. Yeah. Well, now I built up the muscle memory to not even have to look at your email to type it in. Memory. Oh, yeah, that worked. Oh, I'm assuming you already have mine, right? Or do you need it again? My brain just think about how like every time you're looking at your Xbox in the top right of this in the top left of the screen, if you're looking, it will show your game score and then it'll flip to your email. I'm just thinking every time you see that, it's like a flashbang. And I need to make your Xbox home Xbox. Alright. Gotcha. How bad it is the stream delay anyway? Oh yeah, that's like a solid 30 seconds. The stream delay on my stream. I have it open on my phone just so I can check chat. Oh. So this should combine both mine and your libraries now for owned games. Yeah. Let's see here. What's new? Call of Duty Ghosts. Um. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Digital Edition. Um, it's probably just old Warzone at this point. Callisto Protocol, which is going off Game Pass. Cyberpunk. Oh, yeah. Although I'll probably be playing that whenever I get PS Plus for a month. Whenever Ethan gets Helldivers. True, but either way, I'm gonna need PS Plus anyway, so I might as well use it there. Uh, Also because then I can stream it. Oh, is it because of the? I remember the character creation menu alone probably is a reason not to. You bring a valid point. Alright. Yeah, I might acknowledge that theory. Dying Light 2, in case I ever finish Dying Light 1. Do you have a Final Fantasy game? Oh, it's just Final Fantasy 14 online. I don't know, because you do. According to own games, you do. It could be mine, but I don't think it is. I don't know, I'll check. Ghost Runner. Then again, it is a free game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Hawken. I remember seeing something about this game. Is it ass? Fair. I should probably play Timefall 2's story. Yeah, I do as well. Yeah, I've owned it for a very long time. I got it for like $5 or something. Oh yeah, all three Mafia games. Yeah, this is a very interesting combination of games. Oh wait, you own
More
Resident
game
Evil
now.
4 on the Xbox? Damn, blood bought twice. Hello there.
Xbox God.
I'm currently streaming on the PlayStation while still looking at my Xbox right now. Ah, but do you have just Red Dead Base or Ult? Ult don't matter? Okay.
Swain is como and narrador de video Legos.
What does that even mean? Someone in my text chat speaking a language I'm not familiar with.
Ellie do
Yeah?
hide money on the dash animated video yeti vistas video.
Zenless.
Have you seen that video yet? Have you seen that video yet?
I don't believe so. Yeah, I think you just own the standard.
so? The hell of a boss?
Um. So.
Arriba Nekamadin Yop.
Here, Lama. Here's what's currently going on in the chat.
Nananananana.
I don't know. It's my first time seeing this guy.
Jajaja, tremendo el bot que les los mensajes.
What song is Spotify playing right now? Dreamy Night Japanese version, Bow the Whale. Yeah, I put like an entire thing that had Citrus Love on it, and then I guess I just put like an entire playlist in here. Beats me.
Elon Musk Donald Trump.
You have a game called Onigiri? What was the question? Sadly, no. No, because sometimes I download a game. No, sometimes I add a song to the playlist and it adds in singles. But that time I just add the whole playlist. Yeah, I still haven't figured out the full system to how that
Invoice
works. Because
invoice
sometimes it'll only add
Brazilico.
one, sometimes it'll add a whole thing. If in case you're asking if I only speak English, I only speak English. I can kind of tell what looks Spanish, but that doesn't mean I can decipher what that is.
You are racist.
Not the first time I've heard that. Also, how is it racist? Uh, my father's side is Mexican. How I know that? I've never met the fella. And I'm a little bit darker than most white people. Yeah, after looking through the game roster, we got Cyberpunk, Red Dead, Resi 4 in case I ever feel like trying that out. Yeah. Um, Dying Light 2 in case I ever beat Dying Light 1. Um, and the Callisto Protocol. Bet. Um, yeah, okay. And in return, the games that you'll be able to use that of mine that are on Xbox are uh BO3 all DLC, Black Ops 4 all DLC, um uh I'm assuming you already own Code Vein, Craftopia, of course, so that's no change there. Um Dead or Alive 6. Um Dead Island Definitive Edition, Dead Island Riptide. Did you ever have Double May Cry on Xbox? Alright, well that's a thing now. Dying Light 1. Uh I think I have Shadow of Erdtree DLC. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I do. Yeah, when I bought it, it came in a bundle. So yeah, you have access to Shadow of Erdtree if you ever feel like playing that. Uh, true. Yeah, you're still in like the final fight, aren't you? I'm pretty sure he's edging you, but um, yeah, Voyage of the Fallen is an option in case it ever goes up Game Pass. You own is yeah, fuck it. Yeah, of course you fucking do. Mafia 1 through 3. Nah, they're pretty good, or at least the first one is. Oh, I've only done the first. I need to play the second and third still. Make Way, that's interesting game. But Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, Metros, which I'm pretty sure you've already played at least one of them. Well, you have Minecraft Story Mode. What the hell? No, that's a mythical find right there. Although I think it's only episode 1. This is Minecraft Story Mode episode 1, The Order of the Stone. Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat X. Oh, you have Mortal Kombat 1? Oh shit, I need to play that. Damn. Near Replicant, Near Automata, and then all the One Piece games, so which I know you won't bother with that. Phasmophobia, Scarlet Nexus. Uh, Subnautica Below Zero, Tales of Arise, Best Edition, Uno. Yeah, actually, yeah, same here. But yeah, this just works out somehow better because you hardly use your Xbox, and I'm not gonna be able to use my laptop that efficiently. So the inverse is, yeah. I think the only addition I need to make to the laptop is get a roguelike of some sort, maybe Risk of Rain, I don't know. And so then I can have a game that I can just play whenever the fuck I'm bored. And I quite like those. I think that one guy stopped talking in the chat after he called me racist. Then again, there ain't no telling. I think they called me racist because I said I can kind of tell what looks like Spanish, but that wasn't me inciting that that was Spanish. It was more or less like, no, I can kind of tell what looks like Spanish. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because honestly, for some weird reason, like French and Spanish look quite similar written down. Yeah, they do. Either way, I'll let that download, I guess. Hmm. Oh, we can do that later today or something, maybe. Because I already told my sister I'd watch a zombie movie or something with her. Maybe hashtag alive. That one seemed okay. I've seen the kill count on it before, but it's been a minute, so I don't remember any of the plot. Yeah, of course. Who else but Dead Meat? The classic. Haven't really watched too much Dead Meat in a minute, though. The most recent time I did was when apparently he did a countdown at Mrs. Blue, which was a fucking TF2 movie. Caught me off guard. Yeah, it's called Mrs. Blue. It's like a full like 1440p, full hour 48-minute long movie someone made. No, no, hour 48 minute. No, no, no. It's a TF2 horror movie about the respawn machine. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. All right, Belle, what do you
Hey,
want?
bro.
Hey, Belle. Guess you beat me here this time.
Lost original film reels uncovered in an abandoned warehouse, now screening to promote the cinema. How could I not be quick after hearing about that?
That's the Belle I know. Let's check it out today.
Let's see Invasion Next Gen.
I thought we were going to watch This Is How I Am.
This Is How I Am? Let me check real quick. Right. They did find both movies in the same warehouse. Whoa, the rough cut is 5 hours long? And most of the newly added scenes are just filler. Well, I bet you didn't know that the cinema version of Invasion Next Gen has a different ending. The final battle in the original script exceeded the budget. Plus, an actor had an accident at the time, so they changed the location of the final battle at the last minute. But the rough cut preserves all the original clues and most of the story in the final battle.
There you go again. You can't stop whenever you're talking about your favorite movies.
You're the same.
This Is How I Am supposedly has an entire plotline that was deleted. You'll have a completely new and different understanding of the director's narrative if you watch the rough cut.
Well, anyway, since we have plenty of time, I guess I'll humor you and watch This Is How I Am.
Huh? But if you're so excited about Invasion Next Gen, then I'm fine with watching that today.
Cool. Guess we're watching both today.
That's like 10 hours dedicated to movies, or at least bare minimum 7. I just like the thought process that I remember scrolling through like Hoyo Labs, and I just like a post of like the person behind the counter in the cinema is just like seeing wise go in here with like 20 different people.
What are you gonna see this time?
I do hope they do implement the cinema more into like trust events. Because like with other Ridu Chronicles, they have been slowly implementing them more into the story. Like do gartering has been more implemented into trust events. The I forget what it's called, but the Fall Guys Eskimo has came back with the ranked one, so that's interesting. And that was originally part of a Redo Chronicle, or at least dropped during the same time, but kind of merged within the two modes. Now, I would like to see them somehow bring back the fishing one, but we'll see how that works.
Enjoy the movie magic.
Alright, so now I have to watch a movie with Belle. Interesting. Oh, pack a punch.
You think so? Great. I'm glad to hear that. Honestly, I was worried this movie might be a bit much for you. After all, it's our top pick for customers who want to scream their lungs out. you okay? Yeah, the first half was so frustrating. They had so many chances to turn things around, but they just kept making the worst choices. Especially for someone like you who worries all the time. Watching that was probably stressful. Really? I didn't expect to hear that from you. Sounds like you're almost ready to try some of the horror movies we've got.
Alright, bro, I think you're pushing your luck there.
Aw, why? We finally found a way to boost your scare tolerance. Maybe next time you won't have to secretly hide all the horror movies before our friends come over.
We can't hold this neighborhood anymore. Take the survivors to safety. Ethereals are pouring out from the hollow! You don't have enough ammo, Captain! And we make do with what we've got. We must secure the inner perimeter. Get everyone to safety and come back with supplies! Move it!
Lamba, if Dead Space is a 10, what would you put uh, Callisto Protocol? Damn, that bitch.
Huh?
Okay.
No, in the original release, they never revealed that the rescue team
Fuck.
captain was one of the people who caused the whole disaster.
Fuck. Alright, we're gonna have to restart.
You think so? Great. I'm glad to hear that. Honestly, I was worried this movie might be a bit much for you. After all, it's our top pick for customers who want to scream their lungs out.
No.
Wise. Are you okay? Yeah, the first half was so frustrating. They had so many chances to turn things around, but they just kept making the worst choices. Especially for someone like you who worries all the time. Watching that was probably stressful. Really? I didn't expect to hear that from you. Sounds like you're almost ready to try some of the horror movies we've got. Aw, why? We finally found a way to boost your scare tolerance. Maybe next time you won't have to secretly hide all the horror movies before our friends come over.
We can't hold this neighborhood anymore. Take the survivors to safety. I'm heading to support the front line. Ethereals are pouring out from the hollow! You don't have enough ammo, Captain! make do with what we've got. We must secure the inner perimeter. Get everyone to safety and come back with supplies. Move it!
Wow, that's my bro. You have seen a lot of movies after all. You're exactly right. The theatrical release never revealed that the rescue team captain was one of the people who caused the whole disaster. Now that I think about it, the actor playing the rescue team captain was only credited in this single movie. He's definitely using a stage name. I can't believe this movie contained such a huge reveal. I'm so glad we watched this version. Thanks for picking this movie today, Wise. I know you never watched the original theatrical version, but now that you know the difference, which version of the rescue captain do you like better? Seems like the movie earned a thumbs up. I knew you'd appreciate the more complex characters. That twist was kinda mind-boggling at first, but I think this version is pretty solid. The director probably cut the part about the rescue captain to make the movie more marketable. After all, nobody wants to see a hero with a dark side. But in the rough cut version, the way the director laid it out still felt kind of hopeful in a way. He had done something unforgivable in the audience's eyes, but within the world of the movie, no one knew what he did, and he could have just walked away from it all. And that's what the rest of the survivors did. They bailed. But he chose the harder path of taking responsibility. Maybe that's part of why we get to live peacefully in New Eridu today. What's with the worried look? You're staring at me like I just said something strange. Chill, I'm fine. All right, the movie's over. Let's get ready to go. I never thought we'd talk this much about a scary movie.
Llama, do you believe in gravity?
Maybe let's skip movies like this for a while.
Weirdly enough, I'm not crazy about Master of Puppets. Wait, Llama, are you sure? I forget who I was talking to. Maybe it was you, but are you sure Master of Puppets wasn't played in Stranger Things season 4? Because I think it was you I had this conversation with, but what's making me really double down on this is because I'm looking at a cover of a Spotify song called Master of Puppets by Metallica, and the cover has the red in of Netflix on it. Stranger Things with a 4 on the cover. I just said it was in there, because I don't know anything about the 4th season. That the 5th season will be coming out like soon, I think. Is there? I don't fucking know. Yeah, it's I think the scene was like, what song? But it's just on the fucking roof, like drumming to Master of Puppets whilst the storm rages or something. I don't know anything about the 4th season. I just saw that scene. I was like, Master of Puppets. But to be honest, I'm not a big fan of Master of Puppets. It's not really my kind of thing. It's a bit too slow for my liking. And now we're just stalking Belle. Okay. I was thinking in my head, wait a minute. Coffee. She went to newsstand to get a scratch ticket, went to go grab coffee, then went to the VR place. Oddly familiar pattern. Hey, it's Venus. The current fan favorite NPC. Yeah, I would like any of the non-playable characters. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I don't think the competition's that thriving. This event just kind of makes it a bit more obvious. I mean, before, then again, we had the most interaction when it came to non-playable characters. Like, the most interaction we had was a bit with Rain, but mainly Venus, and then a little bit of Shepard. And then anyone else was just like a random NPC we would meet through like trust events or like just doing daily tasks, like going to the arcade. Then there's Elfie. Then there's I don't remember then Enzo. I think his name's Enzo or Endo. I think it's Enzo. Um, then there's Coco at the Team Milk place, and then there's Tin Master, uh, Mr. Uh, Mr. Chop as well. But of the community, I'm pretty sure the fan favorite is Venus. Probably because we get the most story from her, I would say, of any of the NPCs. She's easily the most fleshed out of the side of the NPCs. Although I'm not gonna lie, after this event, my brain's like, I'm gonna put Koku in second. Because we've had no form of contact with that character, really, until this event. What's happening?
There you are. Perfect timing.
I've never seen you wearing that before. It looks nice on you.
Of course, I picked it just for today. Actually, I've had it for ages, but totally forgot it was in my closet. I was still struggling to pick what to wear yesterday when it suddenly hit me. I still have this. Not sure if I've put on a little weight lately, though. Be honest now, does this look a little snug?
Not at all. It looks great on you.
Really? That's great. Looks like I'm not so bad at fashion after all. Oh, and my handbag. Does it go well with the outfit? I spent ages at the flea market before I found it. It matches my vibe perfectly, and it was super cheap. What a steal! The whole outfit and bag together only cost me... Wait, why am I telling everyone how cheap they were the first time I've ever worn them? Please, forget everything I said about prices.
No problem. I already forgot. Speaking of shopping... Now I feel like I should have dressed up too.
Oh? Thinking about shopping for some new clothes? Take me with you next time.
I can give you some suggestions. As you can see, I happen to have pretty good taste when it comes to fashion.
I think the one thing I've noticed that I kind of wish they would put a bit more thought into is that the outfits you swap into do show up in cutscenes, I think, but actually, I'm not sure at all. Actually, I wonder if like all the outfits are like locked to specific cutscenes because any of the accessories on the on the 2.0 outfit only work on that outfit, but they never show up in cutscene. And maybe I should swap Wise's outfit next time I try doing this event and see if that changes anything.
Great. Next time I'll be sure to invite you. I'd appreciate some fashion advice.
All right, it's a deal. So, what's our plan for today? Any movies you're interested in?
Didn't you say yesterday that you would take care of picking the movies?
Yes, I did say that. But, I didn't have any good ideas, though. My original plan was to just leave all the planning to you, and I'd take care of the money.
Hold on. Why don't you let me pay instead? I don't want you to have to work harder to make up for it.
Hey, no talking about work here. All right, let's head inside.
Enjoy the movie magic.
Never too late. You give love a bad name. You love a bad name. Huh. Now I see why people point out this little dialogue. Because it seems to have more specific intent than. It seems a bit more. Llama, here, take a gander at this and tell me what you think. Whereas every other person's description is more like, huh, I can probably think of a good movie that they probably would like or something of the sort. And then there's just Venus, where it's a bit more, like with Orchidea, it's kind of like, what kind of movies does she watch anyway? Um, and with Elfie, it's just like, huh, I wonder what kind of movie she likes. And then Asha, it's like, just wanted to watch a movie with her. Coco, he's just like, alright, I'll let me see if I can cook. And then Belle's just Belle. But with Venus, it's like, not even about the movie and the description. It's like, nah, I just want to see her. I remember a lot of people pointing this out when the event first dropped. I'm like, they're making some points here. Not to mention, they gave Venus a whole new outfit. The community quite likes Venus as well, so I don't see this as a downfall or negative by any means. It's just like they're double downing here. Oh yeah, your bullets go. Oh man, empty mag. I'll buy a llama. I don't know how deep this shit goes, but apparently there's talks of a ODST or a Halo collab with Helldivers 2. There's talks. I've seen a couple of thumbnails. I haven't looked into the videos myself, man. Because if I do, it'll bring more shit like that to my YouTube, and I'm like, because the majority of the shit that's been following the same kind of content creator was like a lot of just drama, and I'm like, I don't want to hear about that shit. Not to mention, it got so bad on Helldivers to the point of where they were back to Super Earth, apparently. The Seaf? No. Hmm. No, Safe is Safe. Seaf. Like Seaf Artillery. But either way, that's irrelevant. Continue with your point. Fucking out. Nah, just kind of crazy to think about in hindsight. I mean, to be fair, Helldivers 2, with the kind of game it is, I still am underneath the full impression that no matter how you look at it, it would have done better on Xbox than it does on PlayStation. Strictly because you wouldn't need to go to Discord just to find people to play with. Instead, you could use a group post system that's tried and true. And it wouldn't require someone to have Discord because not everybody uses Discord. Although, it's quite used now. Not the, but then again, the flaw of using Discord as a group post area instead of whatever Xbox has is the factor you wouldn't. There's some single player games on Xbox that have communities that will allow you to get group posts, whereas you can't really say the same with Discord. Yeah. But then again, you gotta. Well, I remember when I first tried finding a good Helldivers subreddit, fucking, just to find a Discord or community. It was like, alright, which faction you want to go? Faction? No, boy, do you need to know something? Like, there's the fucking, or there's just the base Helldiver, then there's the Chaos Divers, the fucking, the Chaos Diver, then there's like what? The exterminators or some shit, gas divers essentially. Like people that basically exclusively hunt the bugs with gas tactics. Pretty much. Then there's the flame ones as well. What else is there? Fucking, uh, I mean, another interesting collab would be like, for instance, say like the Warhammer 40k collab. If that were to become a thing, that'd be pretty hard. Gears of War, maybe. It's especially since the same day that Gears of War is dropping, it's also dropping on Gears of War Reload. It's dropping on PlayStation the same day we're getting Helldivers 2 on Xbox. Yeah. But what were you saying? Well, one Helldiver can also do the same if they're not a dumbass. Oh, you're saying like a. You're, so you're saying a. What are they called again? What are the main people in Warhammer
The
called
whole
again?
Ant movie poster reminds me of End of Evangelion.
Mama? Space Marine, yes. Fuck, you tell me that fucker, one of those, just no armor, can just raw dog an entire field of enemies. I haven't seen Evangelion yet. Oh, I mean, considering he's literally on power of gods, yes. Uh, uh he he's beat himself, which was a god. I mean,
Stray Paws. Is this a sci-fi parody of I Am Legend?
like, if I had to say, the Doom guy in game lore is the equivalent of Saitama in anime lore. It's just he's stupidly strong for next to really no reason that's been explained. Because to be fair, the Doom lore is not very loreful. It's just kind of there. Do we know why? Yeah, like it works. It's just how does it work? We don't know. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So also, isn't it like the thing that like with Warhammer? It's like they never put more than like 2 to 3 Space Marines in one situation because they're that cracked. Oh, okay. Strict. A game nerfing situation. Yeah. Because they're probably like, well, expending more than one might be a bit too overkill in this situation. And because, yeah. Mm. Bro, we need more SCP shit, bro, on God. But the one flaw about SCP is that's not owned by anybody, which makes making shit for it a lot harder because there's no one to really strike a deal with. Yeah. And then again, there's a bunch of different like stories that don't line up, but there's a bunch of different like um at this point I bet there's probably an SCP that canonizes all the different stories that the SCP database has into a multiverse. Because then that could make any story there true in one way or another. Uh, but I think what I meant by when I said like the one problem is that's only community, meaning no one really owns it. I think that only comes into a problem with like a big budget film or something of the sort. Anything would have to be anything made SCP wise has to be completely fan made. There can never be an official because there's technically no official. Mm. Fuck. But yeah, back to the Warhammer topic. Fucking Necromorph versus let's say just Necromorphs in their entirety versus fucking Space Marine thoughts. But do you think they could stop what happens in the third game? They would win any battle, but they would not win the war. Is the Yeah. Mhm. Damn. I think when it comes down to, I think it comes down to the scenario of which shit is happening. Because in actual Dead Space lore, the markers were dropped on different planets per se, and kind of hidden within the planets that they were dropped within until the world was at finally a ripe time to be taken over. Had enough to the point where the main creatures at the top of the food chain had enough intelligence to comprehend what the markers were saying. So the smart ones could make more markers and spread the influence. I mean, the marker literally caused the cosmetology to become a thing in lore via one single martyr. Now, then again, I was fully with you until my brain remembered. Necromorphs don't die though, because no matter what, they are always whole per se. If you just uh, if you disable them and remove their limbs, no matter what, they are still dead flesh, and anything, as long as there's still the influence of some form of hive mind or marker nearby, they will still combine together in due time. It would be a very long fight. Mm. Mm. Okay, I guess the only argument then that could be made is if it's possible for even a necromancer, not a necromorph, to hurt a Tyranid. Because if they can hurt, if it can bleed, then it can die, and if it can die, it can become one of them. So that's what I mean by it would become a long battle because you could never permanently kill a necromorph. Mm. Warhammer just might be. It might just be him. Cause I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you do bring a fair point. Cause like we don't know what happens if you digest necromorph flesh. Mainly because nobody would do that. Wait, my brain just remembered. There's goddamn injectors. Oh, wait a minute. True, they are like, insect-like, aren't they? Damn, I really want to try out fucking like I want to get into Warhammer, but how my brain would work, I would want to like start from the beginning to get like the best thing. But then at the same time, there's so much Warhammer shit out there that I wouldn't know where to start. Cause it sounds so good, and I'm like, and I know I would like it. Cause if like currently Dead Space, if that shit's my favorite thing, I don't even like horror that much. Ain't no telling what the fuck gonna happen with. Hmm? Oh, I'd just like to pause this real quick. I'm on Zoneless right now to watch. Whilst listening to an Iron Mouse song, whilst learning about Warhammer lore. Hit him with that American Eagle screech that. This is the most stupid shit. But it's like Space Marines 2 like really fucking good. No, 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 the game Space Marines 2. is it worth buying? Also, I've been seeing some gameplay of Elden Ring Night Rain. I'm not gonna lie, that does look like that would go hard. A fucking roguelike, a roguelike game made by those same people that make Soulsborne games, but it's a main title, and it's like, huh? Yeah, I was like, that's like the one thing most people have been like. It's like my laptop's shit, so I would never play it on there. But if it's for something of the sort, in hindsight, I think I'd prefer most on PlayStation, but I could definitely make do with just having it on Xbox. Yeah, exactly. Like, I would like to have it on PlayStation, but the factor it's not cross-platform, Xbox is the only real option. I don't think Blood has ever really fucked with cross-platform. You mean cross-platform? Which is a shame because it's such a yeah. Meaning you and the boys need to combine drop like $150 or something like that. Well, $50 a piece. Or how much is Night Rain? Huh? $4. Okay, so I wasn't tripping in my brain. My brain was like, it's 40. But then my brain was second guessing, so I was like, nah, it's probably like 50. So yeah, I combined $120. Mm. Fortnite! It's Fortnite! It's a Elden Ring plus Fortnite um plus fucking Hades. Elden Ring Night Rain. Also, Recluse Smash. Next question. Understandable. I may I may or not found something that you will like. Hold up. I got you, fam. Oh, uh, um, I'm, is it the one that can summon creatures? I don't know. Look, all I've seen is like one YouTuber played the game, and I remember hearing something about a little girl that could summon shit. I think, uh, I don't think it was the Revenant. Um. Uh. Yeah. Mhm. Mm. No matter what I just sent you, that's not the main point of what I'm trying to send you. But I just thought, why not? But let me see if I can fucking find it. Probably should have gone to my favorites. It would have been there. Ah, found it. Yep, we got the full comic. Another legendary Reddit find. Oh, what? Bruh. Mm-hmm. So now my brain's kind of stuck between I could get Space Marines 2 when Christmas rolls around. My original plan my original plan was to get fucking Metal Gear and Mafia. Hmm. My original plan was to get Metal Gear Snake Eater and fucking Mafia, but honestly, I could swap that up to just getting Metal Gear and then get either Elden Ring Night Rain or Space Marines. But I'm gonna need you to double down with me here, so whichever one I get, you should also get, so I have someone to play with. Huh? Either Elden Ring Night Rain or Space Marines 2. Because I know for a fact my fucking laptop could not handle Night Rain. I mean, it can't handle Red Dead at 60 FPS. You're telling me Red Dead looks nicer than Night Rain? Like, the only problem I see with Night Rain is that it's a roguelike, meaning we're gonna run out of things to do pretty fast, whereas Space Marines will probably have a lot more content. Yeah, no, you can get to level 15 in every run. But it's more like learning the builds and starting from scratch whenever you die. True, because you can use any. Well, no, I think it's because of the little side effects you can pick up and weapons and buffs. Hmm. No, I think there is some truth to that statement. Then again, the person I watched didn't win a single time of Night Rain. They didn't win a single. They got to the boss fight and died each time. One had never played Elden Ring before. One had already beaten all the previous bosses and shit, and all of they've beaten all of Erdtree and all of base Elden Ring. The other one I know was in the middle playthrough of Elden Ring, I think. The other one had no knowledge. And the other one, the same one that had been caught up, was also playing Sekiro in their free time. And they literally went and said like, you're literally suffering for free. Why aren't you streaming you playing Sekiro? Alright, I'm gonna continue this event. Also, I'm killing my throat via yapping.
Enjoy the movie magic.
Your vibrator's going off, llama. But yeah, let me know what you think, because honestly, I'm down for either or. I don't think either game would be a bad choice. True. Because if you wanted to get like all the shit for Space Marine, oh boy, is that pricey. I see. And plus, then again, on Game Pass, there's already plenty of Warhammer games. There's Vermintide. Is it bad? I mean, do you know of any good ones other than Space Marine 2? Time to date Venus.
That's right, but she's not really a puppy anymore. Pika's actually quite big now. When she's fully stretched out, she can take up most of my bed. When I adopted her from the shelter, she was just a tiny little thing, but she's always been well behaved. Not only does she not guard her food, but she even shares her treats with her other family members. I did give her some training, but really, Pika just has a kind and gentle nature.
Also, I forget what game it was at the time, but I feel like wasn't Alexa stop? Wasn't it like I'm still standing? Wasn't that like re-emerged because of a clip through the song I'm Still Standing? Didn't that like re-emerge due to Space Marines 2 clips? Fucking hell. And then it was either that or Helldivers 2 that re-emerged that song. And then there's fucking Like a Prayer from uh what Like a Prayer was it choir version from fucking uh Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay, so interesting thing just happened, Delama. What? No. I just got a notification from PlayStation. The standard edition for Red Dead is now $15. Well, no, yeah, same with Xbox. It already did that deal. In fact, that's currently up. Like, base edition on all three games are $15. Ults are all 20. Except here's the thing. So far from the looks of it, only the oh my fucking god. Except the Ultimate Edition for Red Dead is still $100 on PlayStation. They didn't drop it down to 20 like Xbox and Steam did. Yeah, I know. It's because they didn't put a sale on it. The base price will never drop. I agree. But when it do be going on sale, it's like 20 or something. Yeah. It's like if I wanted to stream it, I could literally buy a PSN card and play it there. Do you think I should force myself to stream it, or do you think I should just kind of play it as I play it? Yeah, maybe because it might make it a chore mentally. So honestly, maybe I should just do what we already planned to do instead of having to spend money on it. It'll come back on sale at another point. If I ever do want to stream it, I could always just buy it again when it goes on sale. Yeah, but if I'm willing to fucking do another playthrough and stream it, so be it.
You know, pet ownership is a two-way street. We may raise our pets, but our pets help raise us, too. I want my kids to grow up with an influence like Pika. And Mochi and Empire, too. Kids who love animals all turn out good, don't you think?
Hmm.
Hmm. Ah, sorry. We were talking about puppies and I totally went off topic. I don't know why, but when I talk to you, I always end up thinking about the distant future.
Also, one other thing I heard people point out with Venus is that isn't Faith in like something in Greek mythology? And then there's Venus, which is also yeah. Hmm.
movie's about to start. Let's watch.
Search of what? You said Venus Mount or something? Mound? You said like Venus Mount or Mound. And he said like top of the pussy or some shit?
When I pulled you out of that fissure, you were so scared that you wouldn't even touch a can of food. Who would have guessed I'd be counting on you so soon? Here, take the leash. This time, it's your turn to lead the way.
I'll buy Space Marine cross-platform. Mmm.
Oh, yeah. I really can't stand these kinds of scenes. I know it's all just acting, but even then, the little pup is trying so hard. Thank you. The movie was a real tearjerker. Seeing that dog reminded me of when Pico was a little puppy. I'll bring Pika out to play sometime. I can tell you're someone who loves animals, too. Mochi is really shy, so I don't think I can bring her out. But I have a solution. If it's not too much trouble, maybe you could come over to my place and see them.
I'm not gonna send you any more screenshots from this event, just so you can be a bit more surprised whenever you stumble upon it yourself.
I'll actually be going away for a while soon, and I've been worried
Yeah.
about what to do with my 3 little ones while I'm gone. I've been looking for someone to help me fill up their food and water while I'm away. I was going to ask my mom for help, but she said she's afraid of big dogs and allergic to cats. So, if it's not too much trouble. The film was shot really well, and the ending was perfect. Neither the person nor the pup let the other down. It was such a beautiful story.
Oh, One Piece. Damn, you did pretty fucking good. Ah, new movie added to the Light and Shadow exclusive. Two new Soul films and new companions await a coincidental screening. Astriel and Vivian.
What are
Bet.
you gonna see this time?
Bruh.
Come back soon. Enjoy the movie magic.
What did I just accidentally click on?
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yos, what are you doing here? Little stroke on my shit. Got lotion under.
Enjoy the movie magic.
From the one notorious thing I've learned from this Ridu Chronicle though is just like the way Astorial looks at you in part of the event. The way she looks at you looks like she's got intent. Looks like she has intent behind that stare. Um, yeah, they do. It's not like a solid image. They do move around a little bit. Like, here's the image I was talking about, or scene I was talking about. Here we go. Difficulty 3. Damn, only 3 GB left on Red Dead? Damn, bet. Yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't I? It's like 105 gigs. Big chungus. The games that are leaving Game Pass is Magical Delicacy, Flock, Golden Idol, Callisto Protocol, Chia, yeah. Magical Delicacy was one of the games I planned on playing in due time, but it's leaving, so I'm like, oh, well, that is what it is. Callisto Protocol is leaving, and Mafia is leaving. So does every Warhammer game start off with Warhammer 40k in its title? Alright, basically what I asked was, does every Warhammer game start off with the title Warhammer 40k? Oh shit, wait, we have the first Space Marine game on Game Pass? Oh, it's a remaster, I think. Yeah, we have Warhammer 40k Space Marine Master Crafted Edition on Game Pass. And we have Vermintide. We also have Dark Tide. And what is this? Rogue Trader. Uh, but it's one of these. Yeah, nah. Rogue Trader doesn't seem that good with what type of game it is. Yeah, I don't fuck with that. Dark Tide just looks like it's just straight up a zombie game. Looks pretty good to me. Now, Vermintide. What the fuck is this? Ah, fuck. Alright. Warhammer Vermintide 2 is the sequel to the critically acclaimed Warhammer End Times Vermintide. Fight together with your friends against the forces of Chaos and Skaven in this epic 4-player co-op game set in Warhammer Fantasy Battles world. Vermintide 2 expands the intense first-person combat with a brand new enemy faction, 15 new character paths, talent trees, new weapons, and improved loot system and more. Sounds aight, but I think Dark Tide's a bit more recent. Yeah, 2023, so I think it would be the smarter choice if we were to try. But Okay, basically what I'm saying is I think Dark Tide, if we're on trying out a Game Pass Warhammer game, Dark Tide would be the smart one to go for, I think. Because that one's from 2023, has decent graphics, and it's on Game Pass. Yeah, it's got a full-on 4.0 in ratings. What about Space Marine? What's the rating on this 3.6? Okay, so the only reason why this game isn't rated higher was due to a glitch that apparently happened on it that it would delete your save data on your campaign. Not Dark Tide. Fucking Space Marine Mastercrafted Edition, which is the revamp of the first Space Marine game. Although it's 51% 5 stars, 22% 1 stars, strictly due to that bug. Overall, a 3.6. And it, yeah. And it dropped apparently last month on the 10th. It literally dropped 1 month ago from today. I had knew nothing about it. Then again, I think Dark Tide's the option we should try if we do try it. I don't know. Why not? A top comment from Vermintide is, "This is what you all have to deal with in New York." Ah, fuck. Okay. The first fucking review that appears for Warhammer Vermintide is this what y'all have to deal with in New York? Bruh. The first reply slash review for Vermintide is this what y'all have to deal with in New York? I don't know, Vermintide looks good and so does Dark Tide. I mean, if we were to try them, I would say those would be the two that would be the smartest choices. I don't know. Well, playing one of these beats spending $70+ for Space Marine 2. No. Oh, okay. Well then, I guess we'll be sticking to the idea of just getting